welcome back to Inside Pro Cycling TV. I'm the newest addition to the family, Amanda, and I'm sitting here with IvanFranco. We recently had the privilege of sitting with him and asking him a few questions about his background and a little bit about his history in the cycling world. But one of the things we didn't get to is really what is behind the training of someone so spectacular in this sport and somebody who's had the longevity that Ivan's had. So let's touch on the whole training aspect. You call Miami home, one of the hottest places in this country, and I know that's tough for a lot of athletes. How do you kind of balance the training and the heat and what's good for you in this environment?
Yeah, you're right about the heat. The heat's really bad, especially for some reason I don't get to, my body doesn't deal well with the heat. So that's why I prefer to train early in the morning or late in the afternoons. Now, the races, most of the races, Pro 1-2 races, are in the middle of the day, so, we have to deal with that. So Miami is, ideal for training, believe it or not, even though it's so hot and so flat, we get to train all year long, and that's, it's an advantage that we all have here. As far as training is concerned, I don't know. I learned how to train the proper way when I was in Europe, and I've always kept the same training program.
So what would be a typical training day for you?
A typical training week.
Training week.
Every day is sort of different. I usually take Mondays off, and I do a lot of interval workouts, and I do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, since I'm working, good 10 to 11 hours a day, it's pretty difficult for me to put the amount of hours that I need to. But in a very small amount of time, I try to do something very structured, specific, and intense. And it seems to work with me. It helps me, do well in the races and keep my, high level of fitness. And on the other days, I try to do long and easy rides. I'm still working throughout the whole week, so I try to do the long rides on the weekends. And I don't know, I think I just found the formula, but there's no secrets to what I do.
So how important would you say, I know you don't have a secret, but how important would you say overall taking care of the body, eating properly, and are you really conscious of that? Do you really focus on what you're putting into your body and what you're feeding your body throughout the week?
Absolutely. I am. I think sometimes I tend to overdo it. I really. I don't count calories or anything like that, but I really make sure that I am eating the proper foods, something that makes me feel good and it's good for my body and my fitness. Excellent. And so yes, I am very focused on what I eat.
And somehow you manage to balance family, work, and cycling, and somehow you do it all very well. That's a good formula right there. A little bit of everything in life.
I'm pretty lucky. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we have more interviews with Ivan coming up. We'll touch on his history in Europe, his history in cycling, and just a little bit more about the man behind the longevity. Thanks for joining us. Take care.